Mary! Maggie? Maggie?
Welcome home.
What a wonderful welcome, Maggie. I've been gone for 2 weeks tending to my daughter who was very ill. Only to come back and find out that you were flunked out of school? Do you have anything to say about this?
Paulina, would you take a break, please?
Joe, I can't. I got a ton of laundry to do. Tell me something. How can one little baby go through so many clothes in one single day?
Hey, stop. Wonder Woman, look at me. Look at me.
What?
Take it easy, all right? You're putting in 24-hour shifts doing the mom thing. You're working in the restaurant double
Well,
shift.
somebody's got to do the cooking, you know?
Okay, well, all I'm saying is you're working too hard. You know, come here. Now, Dante's asleep. Move this stuff. Come over here, all right? And take a little nap. It's a good time for you to
No,
get some
I
sleep,
don't think
too.
I remember how.
I'm going to remind you how. Come here.
I don't know. Well, okay, maybe you're right.
Maybe
I have
I'm
been
right.
a little tense lately.
Yes, you have been a little tense.
Oh.
Now, I know exactly what you need.
Yeah?
A little bubble bath, maybe. A little soft music.
Oh, Joe, that feels so good.
So your husband knows a few things, huh?
He sure does.
Stay here.
Oh,
Stay,
no,
stay
that's
here.
over. I hear me, sweetie. I can't, Joe.
Why
Come on.
not? I can go get him.
No, you can't.
Why?
Because Dante's hungry, and I'm the only one who has what he wants.
I win! You cheated! The cookies?
Don't you boys go near that cookie jar unless you wash your hands, you hear me?
If I wash my hands, can I have some cookies and milk too, Mommy?
Come on.
I hate this chair. Thank you.
This is our magic box. How'd this get down here?
Don't look at me.
Your mother must have brought it down.
How fair! Silver could keep it.
Hey, look at these. These keys are all rusted. And I'm sure she wouldn't want you and your brother playing with them.
Here, I tell you what. Why don't you let me clean them up? If that's okay with you, Steve.
Oh, yeah. Sure, thank you,
I got
please.
some navel gel that I'll take to him later on today, but for right now, how about some sandpaper? Let's see if we can do this. Oh, that's a little bit better. Let's see if it works.
Thanks, Bobby.
Sure thing, kiddo. Yep.
That's weird.
There you go.
It's weird.
What's weird?
Key. Didn't work at all last night.
Hello, you've reached Charlene Fray's office. Please leave a message after the tone and I'll get back to you.
Well, hello, stranger. It's been a while.
How about dinner this evening? I miss you.
Crying isn't going to get you anywhere with me, Maggie.
Why are you so mad at me, Rachel?
Why? You have to ask me why? You have flown off a whole summer semester because you flunked out. And now you've dropped out of fall semester?
I had a little trouble with the registrar's office.
Yeah, like they kicked you out.
They were very rude about it, just because I missed an exam.
One exam.
Or two.
Two?
Or three, I don't know.
Oh, and God forbid you should tell us about this because we might be able to help you.
It wouldn't have done any good. Rachel, school just isn't for me.
Not if you refuse to do the work.
It's not like I didn't try.
That's exactly what it is.
All right, so what's going to happen now? Are you going to ground me, take away the car? Let's just get it over with.
No, I'm not going to do anything. You insist on having me treat you like a child, and you're not a child any longer, so that's a total waste of my time. You may do anything you like with your life, and you can suffer the consequences.
What are you saying? You don't care if I go to school?
You know exactly how I feel about school, but you have made this decision all by yourself.
Rachel, you don't understand. I was the one who had to suffer through all those boring classes, taking all those awful exams. If I don't want to go to school, I don't have to.
You are absolutely right, Maggie. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. But if you want to live in this house, you do have to pull it your own way. And that means you have to go to school or go out into that big bad world and find a way to support yourself.
You mean like a job?
What a concept.
I don't see why I have to work. I get an allowance, I have my car, I can just go shopping.
I am speechless with admiration, Maggie. A teenage idea of a rich and successful life. You can shop until you drop. You can spoil yourself rotten. You just can't do it in this house.
I am not spoiled.
Yes, you are, young lady, if you refuse to do anything meaningful with your life. And that means going back to school, finding a tutor, catching up, or getting out there and finding a job. No more help from us.
I can't believe you. After everything I've been through, you're just gonna turn your back on me?
Do you think you're the only person who's been through anything this year, Maggie? Sit down. I have done everything I can think of to help you. I've supported you emotionally. I've supported you physically. I have tried to give you advice. All you've done is turn that around and used it against me. Now, that's not going to happen any longer.
Do you think I enjoy hurting all the time? You have no idea what I've been through. Do you know what it's like to be betrayed by your own mother? Or to have your heart smashed in a million pieces because the guy you love loves someone else? When I lost Nick, I was so sick with grief, I couldn't study, and that's why I flunked out. I couldn't eat, and I couldn't sleep.
How long are you going to blame all of your problems on Nick?
I love him.
He doesn't love you, Maggie, and he never has. And that's what you've got to face.
I can't believe you're saying this to
Who
me.
better to say this to you, Maggie? I've been through this. You're in love with someone who doesn't return the feeling. Now, what do you do about that? You get on with your life. You find a way to be responsible for your own happiness, and that's the way you find somebody to love. Would you deal with her, please?
Why is she being so mean to me?
Oh, she's not being mean to you, you silly little girl. You know how much I love you?
Yes.
Oh, she's right. Rachel is right. And you should learn to listen to her. What she gave you just then was a little bit of wisdom.
What am I gonna do?
Well, hello, stranger. It's been a while. How about dinner this evening? I miss you.
Charlie.
Oh, hi. Good, thank you.
Was that Grant Harrison?
Yeah, actually, it was.
Well, when you talk to him, can you please tell him I said hi?
Sure. Good to see you.
As well.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
Oh, yeah. I spent last weekend with Louisa. Here. She made you this at school.
Steve.
You know how art's your favorite subject?
That's really good. This is really good.
Yeah, I just... I don't know. I feel like I'm missing out on so much of Louisa's life. You know, it's like I'm missing her first dance recital because I have classes and work. It's... I don't know, it's just really hard leaving her, Shirley.
You know what I know? I mean, I really know. I miss Gregory even when John takes him away for a few hours to have dinner. So, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I hope so. It's just... I don't know. Sometimes I'm just not sure about it.
Well, trust me on one thing, okay? You are a wonderful father. This is temporary. Besides, you're doing this to give Louisa a better future, okay?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. It always helps a lot when I talk to you.
Anytime. Besides, you're gonna make one heck of a doctor. Then I need free medical help.
Free medical help. I'll tell you what. If it wasn't for Grant Harrison, I definitely wouldn't have a shot at med school. You know, he's a really good guy.
Listen, by the way, Louisa better be there for Josie's wedding.
Believe me, she's looking very forward to it. You know what? She's gonna be my date.
Oh, I love
And
it.
speaking of which, so, who's gonna be the lucky guy who's gonna take you on the date? Yes.
I don't know. I haven't made up my mind.
William, I want you to set aside the best table in the house for me and my date this evening. Will you make sure the flowers are fresh and the champagne chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it's sort of a celebration. Let's just say it's a new attitude about getting back what's mine.
What a chip. It's empty. I was hoping I found a buried treasure. You know, old bones or a skull or something.
What an imagination you have.
You think these keys open other stuff?
Well, you know, they say all old houses have locks on the doors and cupboards.
How come?
To keep thieves away from the silver and children away from the cookie jar.
Besides that fact, your mother wants all these cabinets and drawers replaced.
But these are so cool. You can hide stuff in them and you can look it up.
All right, Stephen, that's enough. Let's stop bothering about Mr. Reno.
Thank you.
Besides, he's got work to do, and you guys have to finish your homework so you can go to dinner with Nana Donna. Come on.
I almost forgot my magic keys.
There you go.
How many times do I have to tell you there's no such thing as magic keys?
Yes, there is. There's Uncle Bobby.
And they're what?
Such a thing as magic.
Well, Dante's asleep.
Uh-huh. So what's the bad news?
Well, if he doesn't get a good nap right now, we're gonna have a very cranky baby tonight, just like last night.
Why didn't you wake me?
What good would that have done?
I could have got up. I could have gotten him, brought him into bed with us. I could have kept you company while you were feeding
Hey,
him.
that is so sweet, but you know, why should both of us lose sleep? You know what? Look at the time. If you don't get going, you're gonna be late.
I'm not going to go to work unless you promise me one thing.
What?
Promise me to just take it easy today, all right?
Ah, Joe, I've got all this laundry to do, plus the house is a mess, and by the time I get through with that, our baby's gonna be up again and hungry again.
Paulina, just slow
Look,
down.
I'll get some rest tomorrow, or the next day, or next week, soon. I promise soon. I love you, honey. Have a good day.
Man, how did I forget that? Gabe, hey, it's Joe. Listen, if it's okay with you, I want to switch my shift around today, okay? Yeah, I'll just come in early, or I'll come in late and make up for it. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I just, there's something very important I have to do, okay? Thanks, bye.
Why are you always sneaking around, Raphael? What's your problem?
You are.
Don't get on my case today. Everybody's ganging up on me.
You want to talk about it?
No, it's not important. Well, I mean, just because I've no life and nobody cares about me. My own grandmother is stabbing me in the back. Not to mention Carl. He's been a regular Bruto.
Maggie, I'm sorry. I think you mean Brutus.
Whatever. I suppose if I hadn't flunked out of school, I would have known that, right? Why is my life falling apart? What went wrong?
Let me guess. Nick Hudson?
Nobody gave Nick and me a chance. Not ever. But I'll bet there was a part of Nick that could have loved me. Eventually.
Maggie, when are you ever going to realize that Nick Hudson was never good enough for you? I mean, look at the way he treated you, babe. You can't possibly tell me that you think that is love.
You're right. Nick was very mean to me and very hateful. And it's obvious he doesn't care about me anymore. I am such a mess. I have no friends, no family, nobody.
Hey, you have me.
Maggie, well, when I heard about the trouble, I went to see the dean of the university.
And you can get him to change his mind.
The damage was already done.
Well, I guess I would have done the same thing. Maggie is just going to have to learn her lessons the hard way.
Enough. Oh, Maggie. You're here to have lunch with a man who has missed you and who may even, occasionally, adore you.
Oh, come here. Oh, come here. Now, Tell me what's happened since I've been back.
Quite a lot.
What? Good news or bad news?
Good.
Don't get up. I'm so glad I ran. Nice to see you. Glad I ran into you. You're saving the hospital a stamp.
Oh, yeah, why is that?
Because I finished all the paperwork and I'm just about to send your bill. Would you excuse me just a second? I'll be right back.
So Charlene and Grant are still an item?
Evidently.
Did you get my message?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry I haven't called you, but I've truly been swamped.
It's all right. Are we still on for tonight? I had William put aside my best table.
You know what, I can't. It's impossible. With Rita gone, I'm just having to put in a lot of overtime.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that. It disappoints me. But look, how about lunch? You busy now?
I've already eaten.
All right, coffee later. I'll swing by your office, and we'll take no for an answer. See ya.
I'm sorry. Where were we?
You all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just... if you could stop by my office, I'll give you the bill for Bobby Reno's medical. Okay?
Yes, indeed. Yes, I'll take care of it, Charlene.
And you know, Carl, I think that what you've done is very generous. Indeed. It's good to see you, Rachel. Take care.
That's one of the things I didn't tell you about yet.
Is that the chap that's doing all that carpentry work for Vicky?
Yes, indeed. The very same.
What on earth are you paying some stranger's medical bills for? What happened to him?
Well, well, I suppose you could say that he's almost family.
Carl, what on earth are you talking about?
It turns out that Bobby Reno was the recipient of Ryan's corneas. And maybe a great deal more.
Well, lady, come here, quick. Hurry up.
What is it? What's wrong?
Nothing wrong. Put this on.
What? You scared me after death. What do you want to put
Put this on, bundle Dante up, get all the things he needs, and you and I are taking the afternoon off.
Why? What's going on?
We're taking Dante to Violet's house.
What if she's not around?
She's around. I just talked to her. She's all
No,
set to
Joe,
make
Joe, I've got towels in the dryer, pile the dishes in the sink beside the house needs a total dusting.
Will you stop, please? You can all wait.
No, I can't, because I gotta do it now. I gotta do it now. No, really, I gotta do
The
it.
only thing that matters is you and me.
No,
Thank
wait,
you.
wait.
Bye-bye. It's a surprise.
Do I believe in magic? You bet I do.
I knew you did, Bobby.
Oh, wait a second, kid. I don't think it's the kind of magic you're talking about. I don't believe in the magic where you wave a wand. I don't believe in that hocus-pocus kind of stuff.
What other kind of magic is there?
Well, son, I think magic is being able to wake up in the morning and watch the sunrise. Strumming a pick over a guitar and making music. Taking a little piece of wood and a hank of camel hair and mixing it up with the colors of the earth and making a painting. Magic is being able to, I don't know, feel your heartbeat fast when you do something you're proud of, or the way the body can heal. See, that's magic. That's the kind of magic you can see and feel. And the best part of it is, everybody can be a magician. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But I was talking about the kind of magic about pulling rabbits out of hats and making things disappear.
Homework. I'll see you later, kiddo.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah. That's good, Bobby. Pretty soon you'll be telling him, ain't no Santa Claus. Now, what the hell is going on here?
Well, Victoria first came to me with the information. At first, I wasn't sure I even wanted to know. I was frightened to find out who received Ryan's eyes, thinking it would bring back too much pain.
But you changed your mind.
Oh, yes. Yes. Harry, think about it. The man who received this precious gift has been living here in Bay City all this time, and now why, he's even working for Victoria. Well, somehow it has lifted my soul.
I can see that.
I've got to get to know this fellow a little bit better.
Oh, I don't think that would be wise. Darling, he's a total stranger. I mean, you know nothing about him, and you're paying for his medical bills?
Yes, well,
And investing so much in him, it doesn't seem wise at all.
I know you'll understand when I explain these extraordinary circumstances. You remember what happened to me when I saw him in the hospital?
Yes, you almost collapsed.
I looked into that man's eyes, and it was as if... Well, I can't explain it, but somehow it all makes sense.
What are you saying? It was not a coincidence, or it was more than a coincidence?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And it gets even more amazing. Look, I've done some reading into this subject. I've been doing a bit of research, and... Well, Felicia, in fact, she gave me one of the tapes from her old talk show days. No, you can't dismiss it just like that. Now, the subject matter was the transference of memory. Transferred from the organ donor to the recipient. Some of these people are adamant. They claim that they can see and feel the way the donor may have.
You can't believe this.
Why do you dismiss it so hard to find? Yes, there's a growing body of anecdotal evidence. I think I do believe it.
Have you talked to any of these experts, or are you just going on a feeling?
When I look into Bobby Reno's eyes, I see Ryan. I feel his presence.
Darling, it sounds to me like you're just trying to make this man into your son.
Ryan is dead and gone. Of that I'm very aware.
I know you miss him, and that's awful. But you can't turn a total stranger into a surrogate, Carl.
That is not what I'm doing. Well, you just wait till you get to know him.
I don't think that's a good idea.
But I see no harm whatsoever in forging a friendship with him.
It's getting cold. Maybe I should go inside.
Well, it's only colder in there. You said it yourself. The people in that house have all turned their backs on you, Maggie.
Hey, only I could talk that way about my family.
Oh, come on, don't get me wrong, all right? Carl and Rachel are very good to me, but they just don't understand you.
Oh, and you do?
Like I keep telling you, babe, you and I are very passionate people. We're always thinking with our hearts. We have a fire that burns inside of us day and night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And why am I so cold?
You're not cold, Maggie. You're not cold. You're frightened.
No, I'm not. I'm not scared.
You're scared of me. Because I know you better than you know yourself. You want me to prove it to you? You smell like a bed of roses.
I do?
Yes, you do. And I think you've had enough hurt, and that it's time for you to start feeling some pleasure.
Why are you doing this to me?
What's the matter, Maggie? Why does feeling good frighten you so much?
What do you want, Raphael?
We're not talking about me, Maggie. We're talking about you. What do you want?
Nothing.
Don't lie to me. I told you I can see inside of you, babe.
What do you see?
I see that you don't love Nick. You only want him because you can't have him. So why don't you just tell me what it is you truly want? Because maybe we both want the same thing.
Back up, no peeking. All right? No peeking.
Where are we?
I'm not telling you, take a left. Left, straight ahead. That's it, straight. Go. Ready? Ta-da!
did you do?
I had Tony shut down and fix up the place. Surprised?
Are you kidding? Yes. What is all this for?
This is for us.
Oh,
See?
thank you.
I wanted this to be special.
Oh, Joe, are you kidding? It's unbelievable. I'd leave you alone for 5 minutes and you planned all this? Oh, my goodness.
You know what today is?
Laundry day.
Yeah, besides laundry day. It's our anniversary.
no, it's not, honey. Our anniversary's in March.
That's our wedding anniversary.
Uh-huh.
1 year ago tonight, you took me down to KBAY, and you showed me that commercial that you made.
Oh, my God, that was a year ago already? Oh, Joe, I can't believe you remember.
How was I forget that? Huh? Take me down there, you got crazy Paulina with the you coming at me from every monitor in the studio. It was the most romantic thing that anybody ever did for me.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot this anniversary. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, don't be sorry. I'm the one who should be a little sorry. I haven't exactly been sensitive to what you're going through lately. I sometimes think I take this mother thing for granted, you know. I see you with Dante and bathing him and feeding him and reading him stories, and you look great doing it, and you're just incredible with our son. And I want you to know how much I'm grateful and how happy you make me.
Oh, Joe, you make me happy, too. Happier than I ever thought possible.
You know what? Today is also the anniversary of something else. It was a year ago tonight. It was the first time we made love.
The night we conceived Dante.
Stay right there. Don't move. Don't move.
Okay.
Don't move.
Okay. We're frozen.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. You like that? I practiced that before this.
You like to dance, Mrs. Carlino?
You bet, Mr. Carlino.
When you love me, with your smile so warm, and your cheeks so soft, there is nothing for me but to
love
you. Just the way you look tonight.
It's so sweet, but I just I wish I looked that beautiful.
Hey. You're so beautiful. You're perfect.
Are you kidding me? After having the baby, my body's changed.
Your body is beautiful. It is perfect.
Joe.
I see you with Dante when you're feeding him. It's the coolest feeling.
I just wish I looked the way I did the night we conceived Dante.
Jimmy, I want you just as much.
Really?
If not even more.
Really?
Never change.
Is this a bad time?
No, not at all. Come in.
Hard at work, eh?
Yes, well, with Rita gone, I'm doing double duty. And let me get your receipt, okay?
If you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you about Grant Harrison.
What about Grant?
He's dangerous, Charlene. He's not the man he pretends to be.
Look, I think we all know what Grant has done in the past, but he's paid for his mistakes. This is a man who's simply trying to lead a normal life.
I say to you again,
He's dangerous. I'm not speaking in the past tense, but the present.
Why? What has Grant done?
I saw him ready to strike Victoria Hudson last night, and I shudder to think what would have happened had some brave young man not intervened.
Yeah?
I'm sorry. I'm Rachel Corey Hutchins. You must be Bobby Reno.
Yes, ma'am. Vicky's not here right
No,
now.
I come to see you.
You're Carl's wife, right?
Yes. That's why I'm here. Please stay away from my husband.
Come in. Mrs. Hutchins, if this is about the money that your husband used to pay my hospital bill, I did not ask for a handout, and I plan on paying back every red cent.
No, this isn't about the money. I understand that you're a good man, and I expect that's true.
Well, I try to keep out of trouble, ma'am.
I don't know how much you know about my husband.
Not much. I know that Ryan was his son.
Who he loved very much. My husband has been put through a year that would test the endurance of any man.
Well, I understand that Ryan's death was senseless.
Yes, it was. And there were moments this last year when my husband wanted to take matters into his own hands and right that wrong, but somehow he managed to find the strength to move on.
Ma'am, I'm not exactly sure where I fit into this.
After Ryan died, I'm sure you've heard the phrase, out of his mind with grief. That's what happened to Carl. He couldn't let go. And he became ill and almost died.
Sorry. I didn't know that.
I've just come back. I've been away for a couple of weeks. And it seems to me that all of this has been dredged up for Carl all over again because of you. He doesn't believe that you just received Ryan's eyes, but that you've received his soul and his spirit.
Mrs. Hutchins, I told your husband that the only thing that I got from Ryan was his corneas. And the only difference in me, since I got those corneas, was the fact that I can see again. And that's it.
Well, I'm very grateful to hear that. But that's not what my husband believes.
Okay, is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. All I know is that I can't bear to see his heart broken again, and I just don't think I'm strong enough to go through all of that again.
We don't really know each other very well, do we, Charlene?
No.
Maybe if we did. Well, go with care. And do remember that he's taken a human life, and I believe he's capable of doing it again.
I am well aware of what Grant is capable of. But he saved my daughter's life. I have seen his compassionate side. So please forgive me, Carl. Please do. Forgive me. But I have seen how the two of them are when they are together. Vicky is very good at pushing Grant's buttons. That's all this is. I do not believe that Grant is capable of intentionally harming Vicky.
Well, clearly, then, that's a side of Grant Harrison that you don't know, isn't it? This is a man. He's done a great deal of harm to many other women, not just Victoria. And his timing is such that he will be there when you're at your most vulnerable. I mean, that's what he did to poor Amanda. He tortured her, and then there was Lorna. Do you really think he'll stop now? You must ask yourself, Charlene, is this a vulnerable time in your life? Well. The devil himself.
Well, how about that coffee break?
No, actually, I'm sorry. I can't. I just can't. I've got to make a dent in this paperwork. Could I have a range?
Sure you can. Sure. What was Carl Hutchins doing here?
Nothing. He was was here on business.
Look a lot more important than just business.
Okay, actually, you know, you are absolutely right. He was here to talk to me about you.
Yeah, sure he was. What do you have to say?
He said that you threatened to hit Vicky Hudson.
What?
And he seemed very clear-minded about it. Is it true?
Absolutely not. How dare he? I think we both know that Carl Hutchins will say anything about me. The man wants to destroy me. Come on, Charlene. You know what's going on by now. They're out to get me. McKinnon, Hutchins, and now Michael Hudson. I am the #1 target.
So you never intended to hurt Vicky?
Well, we argued, that's for sure. Come on, Victoria said some vicious things to the hospital board about me in order to sway the vote. And I worked very hard to get that seat.
And so it must have been very upsetting for you, for her to say those things.
Victoria has always seen to it that all of the good things in my life are taken away from me. My reputation, my child, and now the chairmanship of the board. And yes, I got angry. And I'm human. I think you know that kind of anger and betrayal, don't you?
Yes, I'm embarrassed to say yes, I do.
You see, once again, you understand. Yes, I was angry at her, and yes, I may have raised my hand to her, but I would never hit her. I hope you don't think that I am capable of anything like that.
No, I don't.
You mean that?
Yes, I mean that. I even told Carl that I thought it was absurd.
Because I need for you to believe in me, Charlene.
Grant, I've been doing a lot of thinking about us, and I know I said that I felt things were moving a little too fast.
Well, I think we slowed things down considerably.
Yeah,
didn't
but
we?
I am too busy. I have my work here, and Josie's wedding coming up, and Gregory is getting the short end of the stick on my time, so I need to give him more time. Do you understand?
What are you saying?
I'm saying, I'll call you. I gotta get to work.
I only want to be happy, Raphael. I thought I knew what would make me happy, but instead I'm miserable.
That's because you're looking in the wrong places. Let me keep you warm, princess. Come here. You know, when we're close like this, Maggie, I can feel the fire that burns inside of you.
You do know me, don't you?
You're damn right I do.
I feel things. Things I can't explain.
You don't have to explain them, baby. Because I feel them too.
Hey, oh, I'm sorry. I hope it's okay me coming in and make myself at home.
No, that's fine. Not a problem. Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah, that temporary address I gave you can go ahead and rip that up. It looks like I'm going to be sticking around for a while.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Then I'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, most likely.
Okay, take care, Bobby.
Listen, Charlene, I don't usually stick my nose in other people's business, and if I'm stepping on your toes, just tell me to shut up, all
Why? What is it?
right? Seeing you hanging around with that guy, Grant Harrison. If I was you, I'd be careful. He's dangerous.
Hutchins' residence. Please leave a message. We'll return your call as soon as possible.
Meet me at the docks tonight, Hutchins. I believe we have some unfinished business.